Looking real homeless on my motherfucking way to this DS office because they fucking playing with my motherfucking food stamps. We hungry. We motherfucking hungry around this motherfucker. All I fucking know is this motherfucking DES office better not be motherfucking packed. Like, I'm so over this shit. My third time coming down here and still ain't got no fucking stamps. Oh my God. Let's see.
Walmart is not being very helpful today. I loaded my EBT card on the Walmart app, and I'm trying to order me some water and some potatoes for dinner tonight. And it keeps saying not EBT eligible. And I know it's eligible on EBT or EBT eligible because everything that I ordered was food. So what's the problem? So I call Walmart and I say, check this, Walmart. Dig this, Walmart. I got nothing but food in there, in the cart. She said, let me take a look at your account. She took a look at my account and she said, oh yeah, it's nothing but food. Yeah, bitch, I just said that. So then next thing you know, she say, sign out and sign back in 15 minutes. So I signed out and I signed back in. And it's still saying the same motherfucking thing. Not eligible for EBT.
Apparently, there has been an issue with fraud when it comes to SNAP benefits. Are we surprised? No. Ever since the program came out, people have found ways to jug to get SNAP, lying on applications, using other people's identities to get benefits. The list goes on and on. This is not a foreign concept. Allegedly, we all know people that have done this, or at least have heard about it online. Now the government is cracking down. I'm about to give y'all the latest updates. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new, 2 thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe. And ring the post notification bell as well. I'm about to read an article from Fox Business so y'all can know exactly what is happening. Let's get into it. As of today, November 17th, all SNAP recipients required to reapply as Trump administration cracks down on fraud. Business as usual is over. Stolen benefits cost the government more than $102 million in the first quarter of the fiscal year 2025. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rowland said Monday the Trump administration will require all participants in the nation's largest food assistance program to reapply for benefits in an effort to prevent fraud. Recipients of SNAP, which supports more than 40 million Americans, will need to demonstrate that their household income still meets eligibility requirements to continue receiving benefits. Rowland said SNAP, meant to be a lifeline for low-income households, was among the first priorities she targeted for review, citing concerns about eligibility and oversight. Business as usual is over. The status quo is no more. She added that so far only 29 states, mostly Republican-led, have complied with the requests. Rowland said that even that limited data has already revealed significant misuse, with 186,000 deceased individuals receiving benefits and 500,000 people receiving SNAP benefits in more than one state. Data from the Department of Agriculture, USDA, indicates that more than 226,000 fraudulent benefit claims and more than 691,000 fraudulent transactions received approval. The stolen benefits cost the government more than $102 million in the first quarter of the fiscal year 2025. Up from $69.4 million in the previous year and $31.9 million during the same period a year earlier. What's more, the USDA says about 41.7 million Americans, or 1 in 8 people, rely on SNAP benefits each month. The highest share of beneficiaries live in New Mexico, Washington, D.C., and Louisiana, followed by Oregon, according to the USDA data. Now you might be wondering, YT, when do we have to reapply? Starting next month. Donald Trump's administration is requiring everybody to reapply for EBT/SNAP food stamps because of all of this fraudulent activity going on. Let's check it out. Let's see what's up. Let's hear her out.
Hey y'all, I'm back with another video with some breaking news. So starting next month in December, everyone is required to reapply for food stamps. There is an investigation going on, some scamming, some fraudulent activity was going on with these food stamps. People selling their food stamps on Facebook, selling them, giving people their card and stuff like that. So now there's an ongoing investigation. So everybody is required to reapply for food stamps next month. And if you get them now this month, it ain't promised that you're going to get them next month. Bye. Thank me later.
The whole hood going down. Everybody and their grandma been selling them stamps. They did it at least a handful of times. Y'all better hope that don't get brought up Y'all better hope y'all don't get caught up. Better hope they don't got you on camera standing outside that store saying who needs stamps. You better hope Granny didn't forget the pen one time and call you and say, what was the pen again? It ain't looking good. As of right now, there is an investigation. We don't know what they're gonna do. Some people already started getting locked up. The people that had skimmer machines in their stores or pretty much just bought cars off of people to buy inventory for their stores, as well as those that have been taking the stamps off of people's cards. But we gonna see what they do as far as we gonna see what extent they take and what measures they take on busting the people that have been selling the stamps. All right, now this is Rollins talking about it herself. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth, because she's the one behind these changes. She's been cracking down. She's been doing her job.
Which was earlier this year in February, the very first thing I did was send letters to every single state in America and said, never before has the federal government asked for the data, but it is a new day. President Trump is the president. We know there's a lot of fraud. We need to help partner with you all to figure out how to make sure that this money and these benefits go to those who truly need it and not rife with fraud and corruption. 29 states, mostly the red states, responded with their data sets February, March, April. So the numbers that you're talking through, those are numbers that we have been collecting and analyzing since early summer, late spring. Okay. The fact that this spotlight shined on SNAP has allowed us to talk about it. But here's the most unbelievable news I have really just over the last few days, that 5,000 dead people, that was just 1 month. The number is closer to 186,000 deceased men and women and children in this country are receiving a check. Now, that is what we're really going to start clamping down on. 500,000 are getting 2. But here's the really stunning thing. This is just data from those 29 mostly red states. Can you imagine when we get our hands on the blue state data, what we're going to find? It's going to give us a platform and a trajectory to fundamentally rebuild this program, have everyone reapply for their benefit, make sure that everyone that's taking a taxpayer-funded benefit through SNAP or food stamps, that they literally are vulnerable and they can't survive without it. And that's the next step here.
The real numbers will come out once they evaluate the other states. That's when we will get a real number of how much fraud has really been happening. Now, you gotta be vulnerable. You gotta be down bad on your last leg now to get benefits. If you are an able-bodied working individual, that doesn't mean you. In the worst job market ever, y'all gonna have to go out and try to look and get you a job. Those that are elderly and the people that are in the front of the line that haven't had a chance to get benefits will be those that will be getting benefits. It's looking like everybody else that's been on there for over 2 years, you're getting cut off real soon.
If you receive food stamps, you might want to stay on this video. It is early Saturday morning, but the head of the USDA just released a statement. Now, the statement stated that SNAP benefit recipients may have to reapply for food stamps, and here's why. So they found that 29 states, mostly red states, 29 states with over 186,000 people that are deceased are still receiving food stamps. So they said it's a bunch of fraud going on. Another thing that they found, that people are using the same social security number in different states. There was one case where they were using the same social in 6 different states. And the Trump administration says they need to weed out the fraud, so they really want everyone to reapply. So now they're trying to figure out how are they going to determine, and when you come in, instead of applying online, you may have to go into the building so that they can find out who has been receiving benefits and should not have been. Now, this is proposed. She did not say she was going to do it yet, but they want people to know, they realize that people are receiving SNAP benefits. Over 186,000 people are receiving SNAP benefits, but those people are deceased. So even though those blue politicians are fighting for SNAP benefits to help their people, a lot of red states are benefiting also.
You may have to go in to recertify online. You know, it's easy to submit an application online than answer a phone, because that's usually the process. They'll give you a call, do your over-the-phone interview. Now it's going to be in person. That way they can tie you directly to that case. Okay, cool. This is you. Let's verify your bank statements. Let's go through everything. Let's go through the whole process to make sure you qualify. That'll definitely weed out those that are deceased, of course. They won't be coming in. And as far as the people that are getting benefits in multiple states, the state's going to have to work together, or they may have to do some, like we said, they're doing investigations to pretty much tackle that, get a hold of it. It's just like during C-19, people were getting PUA in multiple states and just collect double the payments, triple, or in this case right here, 6 times. The government got a lot of work on their hands. They're going to have to step up their fraud prevention tactics. Maybe even hire a whole new team. Who knows?
So, am I hearing this correctly? Now that the government is officially back open, now the Trump administration is now requiring that everyone that's on SNAP benefits must reapply. Let's talk about that. So it's been reported that one of the reasons why, really the main reason why they're making everyone to reapply for their SNAP benefits, because it's been a lot of fraudulent activity going on, such as people are using their family members' information, especially ones that are deceased. People are not updating their information. They said the states are not reporting it back to the government, something like that. I know the list goes on, but really it's because they want to cut down a lot of fraudulent activity. But at the same time, I'm not surprised it's even happening, because this is what people have been doing for years. Now, I already know there's going to be a bunch of mess. It's going to cause the food stamp office to be overwhelmed because a lot of applications they will have to reprocess, especially there are going to be people, I know they're going to be upset about that, especially the ones that don't even deserve to be on SNAP benefits. They're actually being investigated for that. There are people actually getting more SNAP benefits than they're supposed to get, and you also got people that's supposed to be on SNAP benefits not getting enough money they're supposed to in order to feed their household. Now, I'm actually glad they're actually doing this, putting a stop to this, because there are people that's actually on food stamps, SNAP benefits, whatever you want to call it, should not even be on it as well, especially ones that's on there long period they supposed to. Especially they need to start actually giving it to the people that deserve to actually be on it, like our senior citizens and our veterans, disability people. I'm talking about the ones that can't take care of themselves. I know a lot of people actually doing this supposedly for their kids. They're really abusing the system. But I'm actually glad they're actually putting a stop to all of that. But then again, I'm thinking to myself, this probably their way of saying they're actually using this system to cut back costs. They don't want to say budget cuts, so that could actually be another thing they're actually doing right now. But I don't know. But I'm glad they're actually doing more investigation on that for them to actually get everybody to reapply. I know a lot of people don't agree about that, but at the end of the day, everybody got their time. So let me know in the comments below. Tell me how you feel about the SNAP benefits update.
I'll be asking nothing more than the same thing from y'all family. Let me know what y'all think about the new SNAP benefit updates. Drop a comment below in the comment section. Share your thoughts, comments, and opinions. As always, the comment section is a safe space for high-level conversations. Those to give insight, those that have it to share, of course. I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. To my Hebrew fam, shalom. I will catch y'all on the next one.